Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am Sanjo, and welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red, where we last left off. We cleared Victory Road. However, I've done some shit. Yeah. I went to the Safari Zone. I don't know why I went into the gym. It makes no sense. But I went to the mansion, too. I went to the game corner. And now we're back here. But the question is, what the hell was I doing off screen? Surely I didn't just go to the Safari Zone to grind, because you can't fight Pokemon in the Safari Zone. And by that, you'd be correct. Actually, if you actually pay attention to the last time I saved, to the current time, to when I load it, the last time I saved, I believe I had a grand total of 64 Pokemon in the Pokedex that I currently own. Now I have 67. Why the discrepancy? Well, after a debacle I had last part, more specifically the Lilligant, yeah, that's clearly what I'm talking about here, because clearly this is Gen 5. I meant the thing with Evolving Gloom, getting rid of Sunny Day for some stupid reason. It was I swear I did not want to do that, but it happened anyway. But overall, I ended up swapping my party around, and guess who's here? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I got myself a Dragonite now. As it shows right there, it was at the Safari Zone. You can either buy a dragon. You can either catch a Dratini at the game corner if you feel like splurging the cash on some coins. I also taught it Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, and Flamethrower, which you can get these 3 TMs multiple times if you have the coins for it, because it's game corner exclusive, which kind of sucks. But Dragonair is actually catchable in the Safari Zone at any of the lakes if you have a Super Rod. The only downside is, when I looked this up and actually went to try it, when I came to this, is that Dratini is a 15% chance of encountering with a Super Rod. And what's even better is I could have even catched a Dragonair. I could even attempt to catch a Dragonair. The thing is, though, Dragonair's encounter rate is 1%. It is the lowest encounter rate for the Pokemon in the water. So I ended up catching a Dratini, got to Dragonite, Dragon Flying, and the thing is I was confused about whether or not Dragon types were physical or special attacks in this game, and I'm referring to all of them. Dragon type moves are special attacks in this game. I confirmed that, so there we go. So I made the right call in teaching Charizard Dragon Claw. So I was smart. I also threw in Aerodactyl, and yes, I fixed the name. And I taught it, and it knows Wing Attack, Strength, Ancient Power, and Hyper Beam. Now, I am planning on getting rid of Wing Attack, maybe, but it's got a good stab anyway. Maybe somewhere down the line I'll get rid of it. But overall, I got all of the team up to level 50. The Gloom is sitting in the box. However, Primate was sitting in the daycare. Why is Primate sitting in the daycare? Because, well, I thought it would be best just to let him be there, and now I just realized I may have made a horrible mistake. But anyway, now it's time to take on the Elite Four and hope the guy don't get killed by him. Now, the first Elite Four is Lorelei. Lorelei uses Ice-type Pokemon, quote-unquote Ice-types, but most of her Pokemon are Dual-typed Water anyways, so... And she only has one Pokemon that's not even Ice-type to begin with. So, recommendation, if you have a Pokemon that knows Electric-type moves, are pretty good Electric-type users, such as Raichu, Jolteon, and a bunch of other ones. As long as you outspeed them with very high special attack stat, then you're good to go. I would not recommend using flying types against this girl because, you know, Ice decimates flying, so she sends out a Dugong. But anyway, we'll Thunderbolt because we have Stab. We'll do 3 times the damage instead of the usual stick. However, we will not kill the Dugong. Dugong is using Hail. Dugong has Hail, Surf, Ice Beam, And I want to say dive? I'm not 100% correct on that one, so do note that. This is loose. This is loose information here. Dugong. Dugong is dead. Now, she has Cloyster here. Cloyster here has Protect, Dive. I'm trying to think of what else does it know. Protect, Dive, I think also Hail, and I think Ice Beam. Or maybe Icicle Spear. Okay, so it went for something else instead. What's it going for? Oh, Spikes, never mind. Now that's actually a very good move, especially in situations like this where I may need a change, because Shadow Bolt is a glass cannon technically. It can dish out the damage, but it can't. That's where I want the middle finger right there. It used Protect. I was trying. That's the reason why I used Rock Smash, so I wouldn't get this right here, but it happened anyway. Son of a bitch. Fortunately, if it tried to do it twice, it has a less likely chance of succeeding, so this is good for me. And as I mentioned earlier, Cloyster bolsters in physical defense. Not the Sheldon line bolsters in physical defense, not special. So it's going to die to a Thunderbolt relatively easy. It does give out pretty decent experience. 2,000, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Now it's sent out Slowbro. Slowbro is her only Pokemon that isn't Ice-typed or Dual-typed Ice. Dual-typed with Ice. The thing is, though, it does know Ice Beam. It knows Amnesia. I want to say Surf, but I don't remember what else. We are going to keep Shadow Bolt for the majority point. We're going to keep this as long as we can. Now, it is 52, so it is a little higher. Recommendation when you take on the Elite Four, again, as I mentioned, you want to make sure that everyone is at least a minimum level of 50. It knows Yawn, that's what. Okay. That's what it knows. Okay, it's Yawn. I'm actually going to swap out Pokemon. I am going to swap out for Lexius. Because if I remember correctly, Slowbro doesn't really have a pretty good physical stat in terms of defense. I think it's just meh. But I could be wrong. Now, again, it does know Ice Beam, so so Aerodactyl here could die. So the question is, do I die now, or do I die, or do I not? Because I have Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam is a 140 power move, I think, with, I think, the same accuracy as Blast Burn, which is 90. When it hits, and that is when it hits, I have to wait a turn for it to recharge. However, if I feint a Pokemon with this, I can just swap it out for something else, and the recharge time is gone. But that's only if, okay, let's see. Come on, Aerodactyl. You have a pretty good physical attack stat. This should do a shit ton of damage. That did not do enough. I am disappointed. I are disappointed here. Okay. Now I gotta wait a turn because it must recharge. Now it's Yawn. Okay. Okay, so it knows Yawn, Ice Beam, Amnesia, and I do think it does know Surf. I'm positive it knows Surf. I'm at least strong on that feeling. Now, yeah, I know I'm gonna get hurt with Spikes. Yeah, it does know Surf. Okay, at least my assumption wasn't profound. But this thing is going to die by Thunderbolt because two things: stab and double damage. Now that I've done more damage, you know when you just love it when you're wrong? Damn it. You know what? Go, Falcon. I'll get it going. Go in there. Okay, so I did misjudge on the defense values on Slowbro. My bad. Double edge. Double edge. Double-edged sword. I get hit with recoil, of course. Why wouldn't I get hit with recoil? That'd be dumb if I didn't. Now, Jinx. Jinx is Psychic Ice. This is our Charizard. This is fodder for Charizard immediately. This is Charizard's fodder. Why do I say it's Charizard's fodder? Because, well, it doesn't have any resistance to fire-type moves. And what do you want, phone? But anyway, we can kill this with Flamethrower easily. Jinx is essentially dead. Now, well, doubly so with that crit. Jinx is technically the easy one to take out, but here's her trump card, Lapras. Lapras is double typed water ice, has the moves Hail, Ice Beams, Surf, and Body Slam. Those exact moves. Now, my issue here is if I go with Dragonis, or, well, Dragonite, the issue will become, will Dragonis die by Ice Beam? The answer is probably, because it does take quad damage from Ice-type moves. Now, the best thing I can do, bank on here, is Ancient Power, which is the best attack for... Hot damn! Lapras didn't do shit. I did want to mention that Lapras did hold a Citrus Berry, so do note that if you drop her health down to half, it recovers its health back. So I'm just might as well let you know that. You're better than your thought. You only got to taste of the Pokemon League's true power. Now, I did buy a few revives off screen. Buy a few, he says. Buy a few, he says. I did buy some, and I did get a few full restores. Now, for the next fight, for the next Pokemon, for the next trainer, or the next Elite Four, is actually fighting typed. I'm gonna switch it for Demonex. Damn! But overall, now, this is Bruno. You remember him from the Gen 2 Let's Play? He originated from Gen 1. I am Bruno, the Elite Four. Through rigorous training, people and Pokemon can become stronger without limit. I live and train with my fighting Pokemon, and that will never change. Joseph, we will grind you down with our superior power. Yep, Bruno. Bruno, once again, still sticks to the traditional way of his things, and that's fighting-type Pokemon. Now, granted, he still has to... Granted, to be fair, considering there's actually limited fighting-type Pokemon in the game, he does sport 2 Onyxes instead of like a Primeape or something. But until Primeape or something. But regardless, this ain't a bad team. He's got 2 Onyxes, which I'm pretty sure knows Earthquake and Dragon Breath. So, but either way, killing it's not the issue here. Killing that's not the issue here. The issue is fighting type Pokemon, which is here's one of them right now, Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan, I don't remember too well, but I want to say it does know the elemental punches. I want to say it does. Now, I did say that it can learn the elemental punches. I don't know if he has any of the elemental punches for Hitmonchan. Hot damn! Well, that's gonna hurt a hell ton, because that's counter. Well, shit, bruh. I was hoping that didn't happen, but it did anyway. Oh well. Lexius got down once again. That kind of sucks, to be honest. Now we'll fly kill this thing. It's 90 power, 90 accurate, 90% accurate. Is it enough for Falcone to kill this thing in one shot? No. That's kind of why I did Steel Wing. It didn't work. Damn it. Well, I guess it makes sense considering Hitmonchan's not really the fastest one of them. But this is gonna hurt. Okay. But anyway, Hitmonchan is dead. I'm about to use Machamp. Machamp is his ace in the hole. Machamp is level 56, sports cross chop, sports cross chop, Stone Edge, probably a couple others I'm blanking on right now, but the biggest issue is Stone Edge for me right now. Once again, Rock Tomb, that's an issue there. Now, now again, his ace in the hole does have a, damn, that's gonna suck. Does have a Citrus Berry. I do have leftovers, but that isn't going to amount to much. There's the Citrus Berry. Now the question is, can I kill this thing with Blast Burn? I don't think Machop has all that great in special defense. I'm moving first still, but will this kill? Blast Burn is the elemental version of Hyper Beam. Okay, it did, so I don't have to worry about the recharge. Hitmonlee. Alright, I'll send in Falcona once more, but I think Falcona is going to get outsped by Hitmonlee. Now, best case scenario, it uses jump kick or high jump kick. It misses, hurts itself, and Fly goes off without a hit. Shit, or never mind. Use Mega Kick. Okay, that's... Now, Hitmonlee is less defensive than Hitmonchan, so this one's more of a glass cannon. Yet it lives! And Falcona's dead. Now, let me point this out right now. He's going to use a full restore. I'm going to send out Fire Blaze, use Wing Attack. I'm pretty sure Charizard is faster than this thing. I'm positive. I stake my life on this claim. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can't do shit about that. Or he could just one-shot kill it after the full restore. I don't care. I'm happy. Next is Onix. Is his last Pokemon. We're going to use Demonex. And to be fair, if I have to do the Elite Four again, or if I have to restart it, don't worry. I got you covered. I can just cut it. You don't have to see me go through all this shit again, technically. But, just like the first Sonics, just kill it with water or grass, whatever it is. It's quad weak to everything. It's quad weak to those types. Ha! Why? How could I lose? My job is done. Go face your next challenge. Now, I think 3 Pokemon actually fainted. No, 2 Pokemon fainted this time. Now, here comes the issue here. I do want to use, now I am going to use 3 full restores because, and all that. But here's the issue here. The next one's a Ghost-type trainer. Well, quote-unquote Ghost-type. The only issue here is the later Pokemon, which, to be fair, are pure poison. Or poison-typed. Agatha is a slightly bit more lying than Bruno. Considering there's only like a few fighting types you can find in the game anyway, so meh. He gets a slight pass, but Agatha does not. I mean, for Ghost type, she does get a pass. I mean, but being considered a Ghost type trainer when there's only like 3 existence, no. And since according to Gen 1, I'm actually gonna keep Demonex out because if I recall correctly, she starts off with a Ghost type Pokemon. This is the, I want to say this is the Lavender Town theme. I am Agatha of the Elite Four. I hear Oak's taking a lot of interest in you, child. That old duff was once tough and handsome, but that was decades ago. He's a shadow of his former self. Now he wants to fiddle with this Pokédex. He's wrong. Pokemon are for battling. Just I will show you how a real trainer battles. Once again, Agatha does sport a few Ghost-type Pokemon in her repertoire, so if you do have Dark-type moves, Ghost-type moves, or the whole shebang, if you will, you can defeat her. Eat her Ghost types. However, it's better if you have Psychic moves as well. Why Psychic? Because all of her Pokemon are Poison typed, or at least either straight up Poison type or dual typed Poison. Gengar, she only has 2 Ghost type Pokemon. I'm saying that right now. She only has 2. And if I recall correctly, both of them know Curse. Damn, already? Damn, I was not expecting. But it does know Toxic. Okay. Right. Now, the thing is, Demonex is slower than this thing, so this kind of bothers me a little bit. Now, the question is, will this thing use Curse? If it uses Curse, I got an advantage here. No, it's using Double Team all the time. It's going to be an evasion bastard. This has got to be a crit if I want to kill it. I'm not going to be fast enough to kill this thing. Sure, I got leftovers, but that's not going to do anything considering considering Toxic takes its effect first. Shit. You know what? Do I have a... I have a full restore. I have a full heal in here, I think. Somewhere in here. There it is. We'll use this, because I know Agatha's already going to go for fucking, Fluorrestore. Call it. Now, my issue is that Demonix doesn't have enough power in Bite. I may just straight up use Surf. Bite is 60 power and does double damage, but I don't get stabbed from it. So it may be better just to use Surf. And it's using double team. How much you want to bet this Surf is going to miss? Oh, it hit! Hello. Now, that is your indication that it may slightly survive, or it'll die if I hit it with a Surf. It missed with... Huh. I was always under the impression that if a Poison-type Pokemon uses Toxic, it would... It's 100% accuracy. I guess I was wrong. Now, here's her Pokemon. Golbat. Golbat poison flying. So, if you have a Pokemon that knows an Ice-type move, flying, Ice-type, Electric, Rock... Go nuts. This is what Shadow Bolt's here. And it outspeeds Golbat. That's what we need to do. Golbat is actually pretty fast, but it's not as fast as Crobat. But Crobat is a Johto evolution. We don't have the National Dex yet. Now she's using Arbok. Arbok is our real pain in the ass here. Quote unquote. For this one, I'm actually going to send in Fire Blaze. My reason is that Intimidate. Considering Charizard is not a physical attacker, or at least, well, it does have a physical move, but it's a special attacker more through and through. I'd rather risk a Blast Burn or a Flamethrower rather than use Wing Attack. Because I want the stab, and it's not a physical move. That's fine, you can do that. This is not your ace in the hole anyway. I'm not too concerned. Now, when it's your other Pokemon, that's the thing. As I mentioned, she sports 2 Gengars. I think she does have a Haunter. This is her second Haunter, or Gengar. This one has the Citrus Berry. And it's faster than Fire Blaze, that's fine. I can live with that. That's a lot of damage, though. Holy shit. As I said, sports a Citrus Berry, so it's going to recover its health. Now, again, just because we have Fire Blaze supporting with the leftovers doesn't mean she can't still one-shot us. I think she can still one-shot us, hit us with one more time, and that's it. This Sludge Bomb is going to kill if it does enough damage, and it did. Sad day for Charizard. Hard indeed. Now, here's the thing. I have Lexaeus. Lexaeus is pretty speedy. The question is, will it outspeed the Gengar and do enough strength to attack? Now, the only move I would intentionally do more power with is Ancient Power or Wing Attack. Gengar, as far as I know, isn't very physically defensive. And we outspeed the bastard. Nice. Now, here's me being a Now, here's me being a damn liar. Thank you. Thank you, game. But then again, I'm like 8 levels lower, so it's possible. Hot damn. Okay, I am going to use 2 Wing Attacks. Actually, I don't think it knows Curse. It does know Shadow Ball, but that's a mistake in itself, considering Ghost-type moves are physical moves, and there's the issue with Shadow Ball, ladies and gentlemen. Does physical damage, but decreases special defense. Ugh. Okay, she has a Haunter. Okay. Now, Haunter, if I remember correctly, doesn't bolster in defense as much as Gengar does. So it most likely will die to Bite more easily. I want to say probably. Not exactly, but probably. And I think it's her lowest level Pokemon at this point. I mean, look. I'm not switching anyway, brah. But anyway, Haunter is Gonzo. Oh, damn, really? Oh my, you're something special, child. Now, I think Lance is going to be my wall for a moment here. And again, I'm going to keep recording until I beat this game. I'm just not going to do any extra shit because of it. Because I know I'm going to have to start cutting stuff, and that's going to be a bother. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have a max revive. Let's use that instead of a revive and a full restore. Cut down on costs here. Okay, now, the issue is when we fight Lance, he's going to start off with an Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is rock flying. No shit, I have it in my party, so I would know. The thing is its physical attacks. Raichu will die if I'm not very well prepared. And it will happen, most likely. Ah, I heard about you, Joseph. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer, despite the fact that he only has 3, and it's just 2 Dragonairs and 1 Dragonite. You know that dragons are mythical Pokemon. They're hard to catch, and race, but their powers are superior. I agree. They're a pain in the ass to raise. Ugh! Hydreigon, why is your level cap so high? Such a high requirement for evolution. That was a mistake. They're virtually indestructible. There's no being clever with them. Well, you're ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me, Joseph. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. But first of all, let's talk about this for a moment. Aerodactyl is the really big main threat right out the gate. Oh. It's Gyarados. I was under the impression it was Aerodactyl that came out first. Okay. No, wait. Aerodactyl's the second one that comes out. Okay. I mixed it up. But anyway. Thunderbolt. Quad weakness to electric. There's a reason why Gyarados is... Okay, I don't know why Gyarados is water flying. It just is. But Gyarados goes down like a fool. Now here's Dragonair. Dragonair is pure dragon, has a weakness to dragon type and ice type moves. We have Demonex, which is a bulky Pokemon in HP, has pretty decent special defenses. The only issue is that Dragonair can learn Thunderbolt and knows Thunder Wave, which can be a hindrance for us. And a few other things. Now, here's the thing. We have Aurora Beam. This ice type move. This is double damage against dragon types. And there's Dragon Rage. Dragon Rage is useful early on, but the thing is, it's always 40 HP. It's like Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom always does 200 damage. 200 damage, oh god. Does 20 damage. Dragon Rage always does 40. Why? I don't know. But this Dragonair is dead. D-I-E-D. Dead. Or no, that's died. D-E-A-D. Jeez. Check your spelling, man. I need to do that. Okay, but anyway. Okay, oh god, I just looked at the stat. Now, here's the set. Now, he has 2 Dragonairs, as I mentioned earlier. Now, I do know one of them has Thunder... I think they both have Thunder Wave, including his last Pokemon. His last Pokemon is level 60, if I remember correctly, which is Dragonite. That one holds a Citrus Berry. And knows Outrage. There's Thunder Wave, as I mentioned earlier. Now, I could get screwed, but it all depends on whether or not Demonex, Demi here, yes, whether or not Demi here, well, gets paralyzed. Well, looks like we're safe. For now. For now, we are safe. That thing is not dead. I am saddened. Okay, we're gonna keep using Aurora Beam because there's like 20 power points into it. I could have taught Demonex Ice Beam, but I figured, Aurora Beam's just as good for the moment. I don't really need to go splurging my money on Game Court. Now that right there is better. That's what I want. Now, this Dragonair does know Route Rage. Sad to say, but Outrage is pretty damn powerful. Although I had to ask, why does it know Outrage this early? Throughout all the time I leveled up Dragonair, Dratini into Dragonite, Dragonair never learned Outrage. Dragonite learns Outrage at level 60. That's the thing here. I don't know why it knows it. I don't know, but here's this ace in the hole. Dragonite. I'm pretty sure Dragonite supports all the elemental attacks, the big ones, so I expect the Thunderbolt from this motherfucker. Now, Dragonite is dual-typed Dragon Flying. Ice-type moves do double damage. Dragon-type moves... Ice-type moves do quad damage. Dragon-type moves do double. Thunder does normal. Or Electric does normal damage. What else? I think that's it. But this thing does know Hyper Beam, and it's going to hurt. Now, the thing is, considering the CPUs don't normally switch, normally they don't switch. They have to wait a turn for Hyper Beam. That was just unlucky. That right there was just straight up unlucky. I shit you not. That is unlucky as unlucky can be. I'm actually debating on using, well, it depends on what he does here. If he uses another Hyper Beam, I can use 2 max potions. I mean, these fuckers are using, like, multiple full restores. Why am I got nothing to say in this. Now, here's Outrage. Outrage is going to be the only move he uses for a few turns now. Outrage is continuous. There are a few other moves that are like this. Petal Dance and Thrash. They're high power moves, yes, but the Pokemon is only going to do that move for 3 turns. Or 2 to 3 turns. And after 2 to 3 turns, it gets confused. Now, it's going to use Outrage one more time before it goes into confused status. This is where issues start to occur for Dragonite over there. Dragonite gets confused. Dragonite has a pretty high physical attack stat. Damage dealt to Dragonite is determined by physical stat through confusion. So the higher its physical stat is, its physical attack stat is, the more damage it receives. What we want to make sure is that, well, Demonex here doesn't get hit by an attack unless it's Outrage again. If it gets, or Hyper Beam. It hurt itself in confusion, that's good. Now what we need to do is hit with an Aurora Beam, but that's assuming Demonex doesn't get paralyzed. Now saying doesn't have wing attack, so this is its own, this besides Hyper Beam, this is its only physical move that I remember so far. I think it also knows Thunder Wave if it doesn't know other moves. Now, here's the Citrus Berry. Now, I don't think I think he only used 1 full restore. I think he has a few. Now, the question is, will, the next time he gets confused, and it used Hyper Beam, it's going to kill me. Here's the thing, this is actually beneficial, because my Dragonite knows Ice Beam. It's going to kill Demonex. Sorry, Demi. You did well. You did good. I'm going to send out my Dragonite and have it use Ice Beam. Ice Beam is 90 power with 100 accuracy. And considering, and it's faster than his Dragonite. Nice. Quad damage. Dragonite has pretty good special attack as well, although it boasts more in physical stats. This is good. All through. Now he's down to his last Pokemon, Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is going to end up being my pain-in-the-ass Pokemon now, because it's 58. This is his second strongest Pokemon. I could use Thunderbolt. Aerodactyl lacks special defense like most rock types. The issue here is it has good physical attack stat and it's speedy. The question is, will Dragonite survive this? If Dragonite survives this, this is good. If not, well, this is the issue here, Ancient Power. Now, if it hits, there is a chance it will get a buff. It didn't get that buff. That's good. Now, Thunderbolt does have a chance of paralysis. So, if it does live, and it didn't, because crit, thank you. I was going to say, if it didn't die from Thunderbolt, we would be in a little bit of a heap of shit. That's it! I hate to admit it, but you are a Pokemon Master. We defeated Lance. However, our journey is not done yet. I still can't believe my dragons lost to you, Joseph. You are now the Pokemon Champion. Or you would have been, but you have one more challenge left. There's one more trainer to face. His name is Jack. He beat the Elite Four before you. He is the real Pokemon League champion. Now, here's the issue here. Blue, or in this case, Jack. He's been more or less consistent throughout the journey in terms of his Pokemon. If you've been paying attention, he's only been using. He would have Pidgeot. By this point, he would have the following Pokemon: Pidgeot, Alakazam. Pidgeot, Alakazam. Give him a minute here. Pidgeot, Alakazam, Arcanine. He will, along with the starter, he would have He will either have, depending on which starter, if he has the grass, he will. The 3 Pokemon that are his mainstays are Rhydon, which is Rhyhorn's evolved form, or Pidgeot, and last but not least, his Alakazam. The 3 Pokemon that change depending on which starter he picks is different. He will either, if he picks the Fire or Grass type, he will have a Gyarados. Fire or Ice type. Fire or Grass type, he will have a Gyarados. If he picks a Grass or Water type, he'll have an Arcanine. If he picks a Fire or Water type, he would have Exeggutor. Considering he picked the Water type, he will have Arcanine and considering he picked the Water type, which will be Blastoise in this situation, he would have access to Exeggutor and Arcanine. Arcanine's, well, as I think I'm going to mention right here, Arcanine would be the issue here. Here, considering it's actually the better physical, despite it does know extreme speed. I will say that right now. His Arcanine does know extreme speed. Keep that in mind. So it can and will outspeed you if you're not ready. The real issue now is really Alakazam, because it's fast, it bolsters, and it's fast, it's got good special attack, and this could be a big problem. Again, if I need to, I can cut back here if I need to. But anyway, it's time to take on Blue or Jack. Hey Joseph, I was looking forward to seeing you, Joseph. My rival should be strong to keep me sharp. While working on my Pokedex, I looked all over for Pokemon. Not only that, I assembled teams that would beat any Pokemon type. And now, I'm the Pokemon League champion. Joseph, do you know what that means? I'll tell you. I'm the most powerful trainer in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the final battle. Assuming I win, this is truly the last battle of the game. Technically. For main story purposes. He sends out Pidgeot, which is level 59. Has the following moves. I don't give a shit. Thunderbolt. This thing is not fast, and it looks like it's trying to use Feather Dance, which is a big mistake. Oh, it's using Aerial Ace. Well, either way, that's still a mistake. He's going to use a full restore. Calls it as I sees it. Now, his highest Pokemon level is 64, if I remember correctly. That's if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, because I could always be wrong. Now, the question is, will he use another one? No, he uses one full restore per Pokemon. Now, the question is, now that I fainted his Pidgeot, will he send in his Rhydon early? Probably. Yeah, he sends in Rhydon. Rhydon's Rock Ground is the evolved form of Rhyhorn, and I think Rhyhorn evolves at level 40. At level 45 in a Rhydon. I could be wrong, but I do know it evolves. I was in a Rhydon. Rhydon's level 59, like the Pidgeot. Once again, if you have a Grass type or a Water type move, this thing dies in one hit, mostly. Because it doesn't, well, it should die in one hit, because because the Rod types don't normally specialize in special attack all that much, special defense. Although it can learn Surf, God knows why. But anyway, here we are. Fire Blaze. Here's his Exeggutor. This is where things start to get a little hard. Not yet, but it's getting there. He has a little Exeggutor is level 61. Does have a few Grass type moves, and I think it does have Egg Bomb along with a few others. But I'm going to whittle him away. That would be... Actually, now that I think about it, Blast Burn could kill it now. Now that I think about it. Yeah, Blast Burn could kill it. If I choose to. Now I'll use a Wing Attack, because I think Exeggutor bolsters in physical defense. Oh, hello. Don't do that, please. Okay, yeah, okay. Not as much as I thought, but it's still a significant amount for Flamethrower to do one more hit and kill it. Now, he's going to send in Blastoise, because they're going to send in a Fire type. It goes for the type advantage or whatever you send in. Or at least, yeah, either a Pokemon that's resistant to it or a type advantage. Regardless, he's going to send in Blastoise. I'm going to send in Shadow Bolt. If Shadow Bolt fails, I have Dragonis. I've dropped... My goodness. To help me out here. Oh, I scratched. I made that 30. Made that 63. Now, Blastoise is going to take a turn. Now, Blastoise, depending on its move, use Rain Dance. Well, it's dead then. Blastoise would know the moves either Crunch or Rapid Spin. I'm gonna go with Crunch here. Now, it does have a Citrus, which is remember this is his Ace Pokemon. It knows Rain Dance, Hydro Pump, Skull Bash, which is a mistake. Because that's also a two-turn move. But it does raise its special defense. Its defense is not its special defense, but its defense. But either way, Blastoise is down. Now we're going to either fight Alakazam or his Arcanine. Here's Alakazam. Now, Alakazam's level 57. Once again, Alakazam is speedy. It has good special attack stat. Sadly, I can't say the same thing about Shadow Bolt. Oh, I'm faster than it. Well, either way, we paralyzed it with Static. We're going to get hit it because it has Synchronized. But hey, it's better to have that than none. Hey, would you look at that? Paralyzed, couldn't move. Working in our favor, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to use Dig to avoid the Psychic, because I know it's going to use Psychic. We're just making waves here. I think I'm going to do one more Dig. And, I mean, if it makes contact good. If it doesn't, I'm sad. Keep using Psychic, Alakazam. Keep using that Psychic. Now, yeah, it's going to use Psychic. Okay, that's fine. If Shadow Bolt faints, it's fine. It did a pretty good... Holy shit. Thunderbolt. How much damage are we talking about here? This is stab, but also Alakazam does have special defense, so this could not kill it. No. Nope. I called that shit. Ha! Eat a dick! Now, I think this is also the turn where Future Sight comes into play. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This ain't good. Looks like I'm throwing in fodder. Because Future Sight hits this turn. Let's double edge it. Now, as I mentioned, Alakazam doesn't have the physical defense, so this could be beneficial for double edge. Now, the question is, what now? Falcon is dead, that's what. Damn. Well, so far we've done pretty well. I'm actually just going to use Wing Attack. I ain't going to, like, kill this thing with anything else here. It's outsped immediately because of Lexius, because of paralysis. Now Arcanine, his last Pokemon. This is actually going to hurt me considering it has Intimidate. This is the last Pokemon for Jake. This will be the end game here. I'm going to be throwing in Ancient Power, hoping to get that boost. Nope, I didn't get that boost. It knows Flamethrower. This is going to hurt. Well, I say hurt in terms of like, oh god, that was a crit. One more Ancient Power. If I don't get the stat boost here, I'm done. I'm done. Because that Flamethrower is going to connect, whether I like it or not. Holy shit, Lexius! It's dead. Extreme Speed, yep. As I said, it does know Extreme Speed, so... Wait, but still, though, taking 2 Flamethrowers to the face, holy shit. Come on out, Demonites, end this fight already. I'm gonna surf this pupper. That's fine, Extreme Speed isn't going to kill. Demonite says the HP is a bulky HP Pokemon. Hey! Would you look at that? Hey, one shot! Hey, would you look at that? Nice! Demonite is trying to learn Hydro Pump, but it couldn't learn more than 4 moves. Now let's get rid of Water Pulse. Hey! That's pretty good. Alright! I'm happy. I'm currently happy with the current state of affairs. There's player defeated champion Jack. No, that can't be. You beat me at my best. After all that work to become the league champ, my reign is over already. It's not fair. No, quit your bitching. Why? Why did I lose? I never made any mistakes for using my Pokemon. Darn it. You're the new Pokemon League champion, although I don't like to admit it. Joseph Oak. What? So you've won. Sincerely, congratulations. You're the new Pokemon League champion. You've grown up so much since you first left with Charmander to work on the Pokédex. Yeah, and got bullshitted. This is payback, Blue. As if you have come of age. Jack, I'm disappointed in you. I came when I heard you beat in the Elite Four, but when I got here, you were already lost. Jack, do you understand why you lost? You have forgotten to treat your Pokemon with love and trust. Without them, you'll never become a champ again. Joseph, you understand that your victory was not just your own doing. The bond you share with your Pokemon is marvelous. Joseph, come with me. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we've actually reached the Congratulations, Joseph. This floor is the Pokemon Hall of Fame. Pokemon League champions are honored for their exploits here. The Pokemon are also recorded in the Hall of Fame. Joseph, you've worked hard to become the new League champion. Congratulations, Joseph. You and your Pokemon are Hall of Famers! Huzzah! Saving. Don't turn off the power. Shadow Bolt. Dragonis. Demonex. Fire Blaze. Lexius. And Falcona. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Congratulations, League Champion. Congratulations. Hey. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is technically the end of the main game. Next, sadly, but I will show the credits now. Because I can, and I'd rather not reset the game yet. But anyway, we have reached the end. Well, again, as I mentioned, we reached the end of Fire Red Ed's main quests. We still have post-game to do. Evolving a bunch of other shit, involving the Sevi Islands. Now that we will end up getting the National Dex due to the fact that we have the 60 Pokemon, or at least the 60 Pokemon Pokemon data required for National Dex. We are now prepared to do the National Dex portion. However, I think I'm better off saving that for later rather than now. But anyway, I guess I can say a few things. While I'm rambling on here, I did not like the fact that some of the. I will admit there are some things that did bother me when it came to this game. It's just mainly you like, why is the cut HM so useless? I mean, I mean, outside of early game. It's fine early game, but late game, it's like, ugh. It's like, you're better off with Slash and maybe a few other moves. Flash is useless. I only taught Flash to Meowth because it was the only Pokemon I could think of to use Flash besides Gloom and Paris. Also, speaking of post-game content, and we have to get Meowth once again, for reasons too. So, yeah, there's the Venusaur we never seen yet. I think Oak still has the Venusaur too, so that's the thing. Going back on topic here, I think there was only like a few times where I had an issue, and it was normally and it's more or less with grinding. But again, due to the fact that I'm using emulator and using an emulation, it's not that bad. It still takes hours though. But I guess I can like do a little something like evolving this thing. It took me a while to get that. I guess I could start off with a Dragonite here, or more or less Dratini. Funny thing is, I was actually tempted to use a save state just to catch Dratini because I was so annoyed of trying to catch that thing counter that damn thing in the water. It was so infuriating. It's not even funny. Oh, there's Jack. Every time I tried to catch the Pokemon, it kept, for some reason, wanting to be an asshole to me. I don't know why. It just does. It's not to say as bad as Chansey, which already has a low catch rate to begin with, but then the chances of running into it is also rarer than that. But then again, I guess really the rarest Pokemon to encounter is really, well, Dragonair, because Dragonair is a 1% encounter rate in the water. And that's the only place you can catch it, in the Safari Zone. Dratini is a 15% chance of encountering it with a Super Rod. The only real thing I can mention as a downside for it is that it's actually pretty I was actually debating on whether or not I should use a save state on it. But during another time I've actually come across it, I save stated it, threw the ball, caught it. I was like, well, then I just wasted a save state. Thank you for providing a anti-cheat, thank you. Because I didn't want to do that. But overall, this is the technical... But anyway, that technically puts an end to our main adventure. But now it's time to set it off on our second adventure. For at least for post-game next time, ladies and gentlemen. With that said, I do hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did enjoy it, why don't you do me a favor and hit that like button. Also, if you want to keep up to date to more videos I post on the channel, hit that subscribe button, and if you feel like it, press that bell icon to turn on notifications. With that said, we are not done, and I will see you all in another video. Laters!